Hey y'all, welcome back to Makeup with Allegra. And today I'm going over something that I might have talked about in last season, but we're gonna go over it more today, which is scars. Now, scars, the thing that happens when you get a cut and it completely heals and it has that like brown color. You know what scars are, right? I'm pretty sure you guys do. I'm gonna show you guys 3 ways of creating this because it's really cool and really easy to do. So as you can see, I have 3 things in front of me. So first way of doing it is with latex, normal way of doing it. The next way is just with regular body paint because it's really easy to do. And then this one, and this one, collodion. Collodion. Don't come for me not knowing how to say that. Okay, I'm, you know, it's fine, you guys. It's okay. If you guys can say this, you guys are amazing. It is basically like latex, but it is more used to carve out your face or carve out from your skin. Latex, you got to push like the skin together to make it, make it look all weird, and that's what people do to make like an old makeup look. But this supposedly makes it easier. Now this I got from a makeup store in Albuquerque. I really like this makeup store, off Broadway Vintage, I think it was. I went there and they had the makeup that I use, and I found this and I was like, aha, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna use it. Now I'm excited to show you guys this because it's very interesting. But instead of me just rambling on for no reason, we're just gonna go ahead and go through all these different ways of doing it. So for scars, I mainly like to use this stuff because it actually does really good in bringing in the skin and making it look like your skin is being carved out. It really does work really well. So that's what I'm showing you guys today. It's very strong in the smell. Just to let you guys know, it's very strong in the smell, and don't do this in a closed-in room, or don't do this in your room because it smells. But okay, enough of me going on. We're just gonna do it on my hand to show you guys 3 different ways of creating scars. So the first way we're gonna do it is with some latex. So we're gonna use this with some latex. Just gonna use a little brush here, very simple, and yeah, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it like this, and we're gonna start just brushing it on. Now for this, you want it to be very thin. You want it to be a thin layer. You don't want it to be too thick. And I'm just kind of carving out what I want it to be like, just like so. And yeah, I think just like that is how I want it to look. Now, you can make it as big, you can make it as crazy of a scar as you want it to be. For me, I'm just doing very simple ones today, so you guys can just see how this works. So let me finish up making this all weird and wonky. And yeah, so that's one way of doing it. While this dries, you don't have to like push your skin in or anything, because I know that's a way to get like, the old, when you're trying to make someone look older, that's the way to do it, is to like push your skin into the latex. For this, you don't want to do that. I know you want to like have the little like lines in it and all that, but this we're just gonna leave like this, yeah. If I'm scrambling my words today, just go with it, it's fine. So latex looks like this. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the thing that I cannot say. I know I literally went over this before I came on of how to say this, but it's okay, we're working through it. So what's nice about this is that it comes with a brush applicator. And again, this stuff smells. I'm smelling it right now, and it's making my eyes water. It's definitely be careful with this if you're doing it on somebody else and you're doing it by their eyes. Make sure they close your eyes. I'm getting it in my mouth. Yeah, so be careful with the fact that this smells and it has chemicals, so just be careful with it. But we're going to go ahead and just apply it on. And now you're probably not going to see it at first, but we're just going to go ahead and brush it on. Again, you can make it interesting shape, whatever shape you want it to be. Like I said, you're probably not going to notice it, but you'll see once we add the color how it looks. Now I'm just going to add some more to kind of make some weird edges like this. I don't know, I really have fun with this stuff, so yeah, that's why I want to like maybe bring it up on my finger. Yeah, because this stuff is fun. Okay, so I have it on. It's very tiny, like you can't even see it because like I said, it's, yeah, you're not going to see it until you add it. Like I can see it right now, but I know on camera it's going to be hard, but yeah, so you just have to apply it. Again, you don't need to like move your hand too much to get like the texture. It will naturally carve it out itself. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. It's already looking so good. I really like it. So that's this stuff. Again, be careful with it. It smells terrible. So yeah, but yeah, while those, and this stuff dries really quick. Like I can touch it easily. Latex, you know, it takes its time depending, but this little glue stuff works really well. And already looks like it carved out my hand. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the coloring. I'm just using the Mehron Bruise palette, my favorite thing that you guys see me use all the time. And we're gonna go ahead and take a brush, and we're gonna start, before we move on to how to do scars with just regular body paint without using anything else, we're gonna go ahead and just color the latex because I'm really excited. So, you know, scar colors, it's more of like a brown tone depending on what happened, how new it is, how old it is. But we're gonna take some of my red brown type of color, and we're gonna start placing it on the edges of the latex. So just like this, and we're just kind of going with however the shape is, and we're just kind of making a border around it. Just kind of making a border around it. That's why I like to use this brown type of color, because it does wow, it does really good. And just forming it. And now I'm gonna take the other side of the brush to kind of just blend it in on top, just like that. Now we're gonna take some of the blue, and we're gonna put it kind of right on top, I'm gonna put it just right on top a little bit to help it become that more of a brown color. And then we're gonna go in with some yellow, because yellow is what really makes it the true scar. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the yellow right on top, and you're going to see the change in the color and how it looks. So let me just apply on these areas, and it really just makes the color look really good, and I like it a lot. So yeah, now I made this a really big scar, but it's okay. Have fun with it. You know, have fun with it. So yeah, so around the colors that you want to use for scars, I like to use the brownish red color, and then the blue, and then the yellow. Yellow is essentially what's going to make it a very brown, old kind of color, which is what you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the little glue thing that I am really a big fan of and I keep talking about. So I'm going to move on to this. Like I said, it's dry now. It dries easily, and like it just is really good. And if you see it in person, it looks like it took out a piece of your skin, which is great. It's great. So we're going to do the same thing with this, but we're going to do something different and go in with the dark red and the yellow. And we're just going to go ahead and form around it I love how this looks so much right now. Just like this. So I'm doing a very subtle right now, if I can talk. And we're going to go in with a darker color. But I don't, like, as you can see right now, it's starting to get more red. And I want to make sure it doesn't get that red. But I'm going to go in some blue, again, to make the effect of it being, like, raised up a little bit. Just like this. Very subtle. Yep, very subtle. And that's essentially what you want a cut to be like, is very subtle, because you don't want it to be known or like make it very out there, which isn't what you want to do. But overall, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I'm here today. So we're gonna take some yellow, and I'm just gonna full on just place it on top of where we had it. Bring it out over here for where we have it, and then I'm just gonna pull it out here on the bottom, just like that. So there's another one that we have. This one I like a lot. I think you can see it a little bit on camera, but I think if you guys do this in person, you can see the way it just dips in, because it's essentially carving your skin. So I really like how this stuff works. If you guys can get your hands on this, I know you can order it like online, or if you know a makeup store where you're at, or if you're in Albuquerque, go check out Off Broadway Vintage. It's not sponsored, but I really like that place. So you can go check that out. But yeah, so essentially that's that one. Now we're just gonna do it with body paint. Very simple. Just use body paint for it. So we're just gonna take, and this is different, we're gonna take some yellow. And what we're going to do is we're going to carve it out, just like this. Carve it out, just like this. And we're just starting to carve it out right now. And I'm making it more weird, I don't know, more curved, I don't know. And we're going to take some of the darker red, and we're going to, again, do it on the outside, just like this, just like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And I like to go, like, maybe if you have a more like in-depth detailed brush, that could work too. But yeah, so we're just, it's really simple. Scars are pretty simple. There's different ways you can do it depending on what you're filming. I know for the last 2 things I filmed, they needed like some old scars, and I just used this stuff. Yeah, and even like when I did it by their face and like on their eye, because I know for one of them I needed to do like like going through the eyebrow type of stuff. I just used this. I had them close their eyes and put like, I think it was like put a towel or something on their eye, just to make sure it doesn't get in, and it worked really well. So that's another way of doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's really simple, and I know I keep going like everywhere with this, but there's different ways you can make this happen, depending again on how old these are. I'm kind of using the same colors for this, so you can see the different ways of doing this. We're gonna add some more yellow, because I like to use yellow for this. And when you do the body paint, you want it to be more like, you want to define it, and you want to add the illusion of it kind of popping up a little bit. So that's where you can go in with a little bit of dark red and that blue, and just go on the outside of it and just create that illusion that's being raised up a little bit, because that's what you want, you know. Again, don't make it too extreme, don't make it too crazy, but that's essentially what you want to do, is just make the line so that way you have the illusion. I know we talked about that when it comes to certain wounds, you want to have the illusion of it popping up, and that's what you want to do. And I'm going to do it like that. And if you want to blend it out, you can, to again show more of that illusion, but I mean that's essentially what you want to do. So this is all the 3 ways of creating scars. Now what I will say about this thing is that if you move a certain way, it might come up a little bit. So if you're filming something, or if it's like I think I did one on this girl's like thigh or something like that. She was like a warrior, and so like in that area, it doesn't move around a lot. But for like your hand or something, you just want to see how it works. Like even with me like bending my hand right now, it's creating these little like cuts in it, which actually can go with it a lot. Like that could work with the effect. But I don't know, you just want to play around and know where you're going to be putting it. If it's on the face, that's totally fine. This would work for it. If it's more on like your hands, or like you're doing stuff with it, or your neck and you're moving your neck around, you could go with just a basic, just body paint. But I mean, it really just depends. But that's pretty much how you do 3 different scars. It's very simple for today, but I'm really excited about this. I promise you guys next time it will be more exciting. I'm going to be doing a flesh mask. What? Yeah, so stay tuned for that one, because that's going to be fun, and I'm really excited to do that one. I just didn't have time to go get a mask, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 different ways of creating scars. If you want to post about it and you want to let me know which of these 3 ways you enjoyed doing scars or making scars, tag me in your post, and I would love to see what you guys create and what you guys do. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and have made it through with me talking random stuff like this. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. But I will see you guys next time as we go into flesh masks. I'm so excited for that. So stay tuned for that. Bye.